Earlier, he has a bad history. As the warden, he has suspended several Dalit students from the mess. And the second person who is involved in the suspension again here, Mr. Vipin Srivastava, who is the chairman of the Executive Council, he also had a bad history as far as the Dalits are concerned. This person, when he was the dean of the physics department, for 1 or 2 years he did not allow or did not allocate a PhD guide to a Dalit student, Senthil Kumar. As a result, he also has committed suicide. So this time, the same Mr. Srivastava, Vipin Srivastava, was the reason for suspending these students. So therefore, since its inception, the Hyderabad University, since its inception from 1972 or 73, there was not a single, Madam, I repeatedly request the Honorable Minister, HRD Minister, there is not a single representative of the Dalit in the Executive Council which decides the policy. So, please listen, please. Please listen here. Because we have the right to talk here. Yeah, please. Please. We are talking to child. It's a shame. The only reason. Please. This is, Madam, yes. The Honorable Minister, I am pleading her. Why I say is, for 40 years, where the problems of the SC people are extremely peculiar, we have been suppressed for centuries. We all belong to the poverty, poor people, and the poverty is the common thread for all of us. We also don't have the social status. Yeah. We don't have any political power. So therefore, the government on its own should provide the security for us so that such things should not happen. Yeah. Right. And Honorable Minister, Central Minister who is stationed in Hyderabad, is extremely graceful person, no doubt in it, very seasoned politician. But his innocuous letters stating that the suspension is a small punishment, the word that he used is a small punishment. But he forgot that behind the suspension, for 6 months when he was not given the JRF fellowship, and there was no money for him to live outside, and outside living costs at least 15 to 20,000 outside if he has to live. The students have been barred from the library. Where do they go? And where do they go when the mess is closed for them? And Honorable Minister could say that suspension is a small punishment. In normal cases, yes. But when it comes to the Dalits, it's a question of their life. So therefore, when the ministers act such way, kindly take the backgrounds of the Dalits into consideration and then do that. And definitely there is an involvement of RSS here. Yeah, kindly listen to me that what information that I have it in the papers, there's nothing secret here. ABVP, suppose the students they fight, every political party has their own political wing. For example, when I studied in 1973, the Honorable Minister who is sitting here, Mr. Venkaiah Naidu, was our leader for ABVP. We have never witnessed such kind of incidents. Now, it is purely student versus student, union versus unions. So there was no political interference any time. So therefore, the government should keep it in mind, if the students fight, please remember that it's after all a storm in the cup. Why do you react? If the JNU has posted some posters out of sympathy for the Jammu and Kashmir, not in favor of anybody, Afzal Guru or anybody. It is right. That means, listen. Let's get back into this. Let's get back to the history. Repeatedly, we have betrayed them. Whenever there is a majority of the Muslims, we are supposed to give it to the other side. Right? We have not given it. Thereafter, you have promised a referendum. You have not done it. So therefore, some students, where they have expression, I am not supporting it, kindly listen. Yes. Where they have, ma'am, okay. kindly ma'am. So when they have that liberty, the universities have certain expression, we all have that, students have the rights. And why do we react to that? Why the government react to that? After all, ABVP versus FSI or some other union or Mao is, we leave it to them. So therefore, I repeatedly request that by government involving, it's
Now
making an issue like this.
Yes,
So
yes.
therefore, ma'am, now what I request is this Honorable Minister of HRD kindly look into the Dalits issue in a different manner. In executive councils, when no Dalit representative is there, I request her to see that the Dalit representative is given. And now the judicial probe is given, ma'am. One last point.
now.
No, ma'am, it's extremely important. My madam should consider me because we are not speaking on political grounds. When now we are now the government has put this judicial probe into that judicial panel. Please see that at least such things are not repeated. And a pakka machinery could be done where Dalits, the weaker sections, are protected in the long run.